Most people believe one simple rule about life: trust your friends. They will always support you. But history tells a different story. Many powerful people were not destroyed by their enemies. They were destroyed by the people closest to them. Jealousy, competition, hidden resentment. Sometimes the people who know you the best also know exactly how to hurt you the most. And that's why Robert Greene wrote one of the most controversial rules in his book, The 48 Laws of Power. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. At first, this sounds cold, even harsh, but once you understand the psychology behind it, you'll start noticing this pattern everywhere. Imagine a simple situation. Two friends from college decide to start a business together. They trust each other completely. They share ideas, dreams, plans for the future. At the beginning, everything works perfectly, but after a few months, the business starts growing. One of them becomes the face of the company. Clients start praising him. People give him more credit. Slowly, something changes. The other friend begins feeling uncomfortable. He doesn't say anything directly, but small signs start appearing. Late replies, missed deadlines, sarcastic comments. Eventually, the partnership breaks. Not because of enemies, but because success exposed hidden competition. This is exactly what Law 2 warns about. The law says, never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. But this doesn't mean you should hate your friends. It simply means you should understand human nature. Friends often feel comfortable around you. They know your strengths, they know your weaknesses, and sometimes they compare their life with yours. If you become more successful, that comparison can quietly turn into jealousy. The dangerous part is that jealousy rarely appears openly. It hides behind smiles, jokes, and polite conversations. Meanwhile, an enemy who becomes your ally often has something to prove. They want to change your opinion about them. They want to show loyalty. Because of that, they often work harder than friends. Now, before we go further, if you're enjoying this kind of deep insight into powerful books, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who loves learning about human psychology and power. Now, let's continue. Think about something interesting. When a stranger helps you, you feel grateful. But when a friend helps you, it often feels expected. And when expectations exist, disappointment follows quickly. Another problem is familiarity. Friends know your past mistakes, they know your habits, and sometimes they secretly believe they deserve success more than you. This creates invisible tension. That tension slowly becomes resentment. History gives us a powerful example of this law. When Louis XIV became king, he made a surprising decision. Instead of giving powerful positions to his close, noble friends, he chose people from outside the traditional elite. Many of these people had no strong connection with him before. Why would he do that? Because powerful nobles believed they deserved authority. They felt entitled, and entitlement often turns allies into rivals. But outsiders, people who had never been given power before, were extremely grateful for the opportunity. They worked harder, they stayed loyal, and this strategy helped Louis XIV maintain control of France for decades. Now let's look at modern life. This law appears everywhere. In workplaces, friendships often change when promotions appear. Two employees join a company together. They support each other for years. But one of them gets promoted. Suddenly, the friendship becomes complicated. The friend who didn't get the promotion may start feeling left behind. Even if they try to stay supportive, the dynamic changes. You also see this in business partnerships. Many startups fail because they are built only on friendship. At the beginning, friends trust each other completely. But when money, recognition, and power enter the picture, conflicts appear. Responsibilities become unclear. Egos get involved. That's why many successful entrepreneurs choose partners based on skills and reliability, not friendship alone. You can even notice this pattern in social circles. Sometimes strangers support your goals more than people you grew up with. You start a new project. Random people online encourage you. But people around you might say things like, "Are you sure this will work? Is this realistic?" This isn't always hate. Often it's just comparison. Humans constantly compare themselves with the people around them. Psychologists call this social comparison. And the people we compare ourselves with the most are usually our friends because they live similar lives, same environment, same opportunities. So when one friend succeeds, the other friend subconsciously feels like they are falling behind. That feeling can slowly turn into jealousy. But when someone was previously an enemy, they don't compare themselves to you in the same way. Instead, they focus on earning your trust. Now, if you've learned something valuable so far, take a second to like this video and share it with someone who needs to understand how power and human nature really work. And if you want more lessons from powerful books like this, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video. Now let's talk about the practical lessons from this law. First, keep professional boundaries. Friendship is emotional. Business and power require logic. Mixing the two without clear boundaries can create serious problems. Second, watch actions more than words. A true friend supports your success through actions. If someone constantly shows negativity towards your progress, pay attention. Third, never assume loyalty just because of history. Knowing someone for many years does not automatically make them reliable. Trust should always be based on behavior. And fourth, stay open to unexpected allies. Sometimes the people who support you the most are the ones who were once neutral or even opposed to you. Now think about your own life for a moment. Has there ever been a time when a stranger supported you more than a close friend? Or a moment when someone around you seemed uncomfortable with your success? If that has happened, then you have already seen this law in action. Power and success reveal the truth about human nature. Friendship is valuable, but blind trust can be dangerous. Understanding people, their emotions, their motivations, that's what protects you. Because in the game of power, the biggest threat isn't always the enemy you see. Sometimes it's the friend who is quietly competing with you. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Law 2, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who wants to understand the real rules of power. And remember, understanding human nature doesn't make you cynical, it makes you prepared.